Hi guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. In this pick a card reading, let's get into a channeled message from your twin flame. There are three groups to choose from. Group 1 is the red glass heart. Group 2 is the sodalite heart. And group 3 is the amethyst heart. Up next is a close-up photo of all of these crystals. There's timestamps below, and I'll see you in just a minute for the reading. Hi, Group 1. You chose the red glass heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot and be channeling in the first person tense for this reading, and then I'll get into some standalone message cards and close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we've got the 9 of Cups. 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, Strength, 6 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. I've been rehearsing what I want to say to you because it has to be perfect in order for you to know that I mean what I say when I proclaim that I want access to you once again. I know that I have waited far too long in order to set the record straight between the two of us, and that by this time you surely would have given up on hope that I could become a changed person in all the ways that had been suggested in the hints and glimmers of the beautiful times we shared with one another that were fleeting moments, not really sustainable in a long-term sense because I had some growing up to do. The time apart from you has been weighing heavily upon me. I have been watching people in my life that I love dearly move on and have milestone events that they have celebrated, and it is making me feel more lost and alone than ever. You are my special person. You are my significant other. You are the only one in this world that feels right, and I do not want to seek other options at this time. I know that I need to tread carefully because trust has been shattered between the two of us. There is an instinct within me that feels that you will run at the first sight of me, and I wouldn't blame you for slamming the door in my face after what I have put you through and the long silence that has hung between the two of us in an uncomfortable way. I have been keeping tabs on you this whole time, and I know that I need to fess up about that as well. I need to lay all my cards out on the table in order for you to be able to make the most educated decision possible as far as if it is worth your while to give us another chance to rebuild and to reignite the spark between the two of us that could have burned so brightly had I not been a clumsy type of individual and thought that if I stepped away for a period of time that maybe conditions would be better suited to rising above the challenges we faced in the past. I left you stranded all alone in love, and although I have turned a blind eye to your suffering for quite some time, I need you to know that I have felt every tear that has fallen from your face. It has become a river inside of me that I now have no choice but to ride back to the place of reckoning, which is wherever you are in the world. I need to face you in order to know one way or another if there is an opportunity for us to build again. Perhaps the stars were aligned for us once upon a time. Perhaps they are more so in this current day and age. I don't want to waste any more time sitting in the energy of deliberating what I should say, how I should move towards you, and if it is important for me to come in very bold and assertive or to try and play it cool with you in order to allow you the opportunity to warm up to the re-emergent presence of me. I know that you surely have options because somebody like you would not possibly be left sitting alone for a long time. If you have put your life on hold on account of me, then that is even more of a debt of suffering I am now forced to repay to you in the form of all the love and kindness that I can muster from inside myself, to give to you generously, ceasing and without fail, so that you understand that I am someone who is determined not just to say the right things to gain temporary access to your life, your heart, and your mind, but that if you give me another opportunity, I am someone who will go the distance to remain an integral part of your world for as long as I can. I messed up big time, and it has been a humbling experience to look around at the times when I thought maybe the grass would be greener somewhere else for you, not for me, because there was a twisted view inside of me that felt that I was always the source of good things turning sour. There's a part of me that pushed you away because I thought you would be a better suited match for somebody who didn't bring such emotional baggage to the table. I see that I have deprived both of us of the opportunity to create such a beautiful love story with one another in this life, and I am hopeful in ways that are confounding to me even, for you've given no indicator that I should be at this point in time, that it's not too late for us to pick up and restart and do things the right way. I know that I need to come towards you with a genuine energy because you are tired of the hot and cold back and forth that we have had with one another in the past. I see that you have evolved and matured, and I am proud of the steps that you have taken in order to pick up the pieces of your life in so many ways and rebuild it into something more beautiful than it was once. I hope that I can be someone who can contribute to the measure of beauty that you have created single-handedly for yourself. I hope that my kisses are enough to help soothe the wounds inside of you which still weep after all this time. I feel your presence so near to me at this moment, and there was a period of time where I feared you had detached completely from the idea of me. I don't want to waste any more time waiting and feeling if maybe this is just a figment of my imagination, if the tables have turned and now I am the one who is meant to be suffering and pining for you as I watch you move on with your life and build something beautiful with another person. I know that I have cheated myself out of my spot in your reality, but I hope it is not too late to redeem myself. Please keep your heart and mind open when I approach, because it will at first glance appear that I might just be the same person that you remember. But so much has changed inside of me, and this is all on account of the heavy weight of silence and distance between the two of us, coupled with the things that you have done in order to take brave steps in a different direction, which has given me the opportunity to feel the cold temperature of the chill where your light once occupied a warm space next to me that has become hollow and empty, and I have been forced to decipher for what it is all on my own. Thank you for being someone who has motivated me without even knowing it to get out of my own way and to do some necessary growing up and maturing. You are the one that got away, but I hope it is not too late for me to run and catch up with you. I'm trying with all my might in order to bring forth the best version of me quickly so that I can impress you and make you feel that it is worth your while to invest in the idea of a second chance between the two of us after everything that has happened. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else your twin flame wants you to know. Okay, we have, just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. You gave me that spark. I thought about you spending time with my family and me. I've been telepathically communicating with you. I'm feeling the consequences of my choices and actions. My nerves have been getting the best of me. I do pray about us. I've thought about living together. And I was in denial. These initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something. Ouch, whatever resonates for you. We've got D, O, V, I, H S N B K C H L T Q A R T and V. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you would like a personal reading, there's a link to my Etsy shop below. I hope to see you again in another video. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. You chose the Sodalite heart. I'm going to be starting with some tarot, channeling in the first person tense, and then I'll move on into some standalone message cards and close the reading out with some initials. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Emperor, Queen of Cups, the Chariot, Two of Wands, the High Priestess, Judgment, and the Seven of Cups. Your energy terrifies me and draws me in a way that compromises all ideas I had before about the idea of free will being a real thing. I am helpless in your presence to fight the overwhelming feelings inside of me that encourage me to trust and surrender to the strange and magical bond that we share with one another. You light me up in a way that was very unexpected, and I apologize if there are times where I can do no more than bask in the stillness of the peace which exists right alongside the impassioned energy between the two of us, because it is a new and novel experience for me in terms of love and romance and everything I thought I knew about what I was looking for in an ideal partner before. You check off all the right boxes. You are a walking green flag as far as I am concerned. I don't care what the world thinks of our connection, and there is a part of me that knows that the more we get to know one another and the closer that we become, the more we will be seen and celebrated as a true love story, rather than two people who stumbled into one another's lives and settled for the first thing that came along. You have encouraged me to be brave in the face of the illusion that love and relationships needs to be something that is always an uphill battle. With you, love feels easy, and I feel like there is a weight lifted off my shoulders because you seem to understand me, even in the times where I am confusing and my silence weighs heavier than the words that I wish to speak. It feels as if there is a conversation happening between us energetically, and at times that there is no need for us to exchange dialogue with one another because your heart seems to register when I require space to process my own thoughts or deal with stress in a very unique manner, and times where I am missing you so dearly and then you reach out and send me that message that I have wanted to hear all day. There is something about you which feels foreign and yet familiar, and the first time that I met you, I swore that I knew your face from a dream. You are somebody who has embodied many of the qualities I thought I could never find all in one person. You are my best friend and the best lover that I have ever had, and I look forward to exploring all of the ways that we can deepen this connection between the two of us as the years unfold graciously for us both. I do think about the future and about creating a version of happiness and forever between the two of us that does not require just compromise, but ways in which we can enhance the things we have each been working on independently. I want to build a legacy with you that is like a dream come true. I want to make an impact on this world and have that acknowledged outwardly and publicly, that it is through the influence of each other upon one another that we have been able to rise to such heights that are more than we would have been capable of if we were all on our own. You have saved me from myself in a way that is hard for me to define, and yet I keep returning to the fact that you are a saving grace that has been sent into my life right at the right moment when I was about to make a different choice for myself that would have led me down a completely opposite path, where a version of happiness would have been possible, but certainly wouldn't have been the same as compared to what I've experienced with you in just a short time. There are so many new experiences that I want to have with you, and my mind is racing as far as trying to create plans and timelines where we can explore things outside of the territory of what our dynamic has been like with one another up to this point in time. In the nights when I am alone, I feel you so strongly, like a presence, like a warm blanket next to me in bed. It is comforting, and I look forward to the time where we are no longer in our separate spaces and can move in together and live together as one. You are somebody who brings solace to my heart, and yet you encourage me to live in a more audacious way than I have allowed myself to up to this point in time. I never knew that love could be something which healed old wounds, and yet the ways in which you have demonstrated your presence to me, not from a place where there is some kind of angle or something you were trying to gain, but simply because you accept me and adore me for who I am. This has helped me to release a level of resentment that was hiding within my shadow, where people in my past who had had ulterior motives or had flat out rejected me at face value had somehow made dents upon my impression of myself overall in ways that I didn't even know had tarnished the ways in which I was looking at the world and my ability to allow myself to live in a heart-centered reality. You have helped to smooth out rough edges, and I feel weightless in many ways and yet grounded in the certainty that you are my person and that we are right for one another. Thank you for being someone who stands beside me as I fight my demons and take bold steps in order to align with a better sort of life for myself. Thank you for your words of wisdom that I promise you I will always listen to because I trust your counsel above all others. Thank you for being someone who is able to read not just my energy, but the energy of the people that are around me in my daily life. There have been certain individuals that you have dropped certain hints about that I might want to take a step back from. I have heeded that advice and it has worked out well, and so I see you as someone who is completely trustworthy to help me run my empire, not just as a person who will reap the fringe benefits of all I am about to acquire, accumulate, and amass, but as someone who is an honest and contributing partner to what it is I have been trying to build for quite some time. I want to help to encourage you to spread your wings and fly in different directions if that's what your heart desires. I never want to make you feel like you are kept or like you need to be keeping yourself small for the benefit of my ego. I feel that we can both help to enhance one another. There is room enough in the sky for both of us to shine bright. Although many of our goals and motives are different, I do feel that our paths are deeply entwined and aligned, and you are the perfect person for me to help to see things from a different angle and perspective that I had not considered. Already I have noticed the ways in which I feel better about decisions that I make or things that I've chosen to walk away from. And this shows me that you are actively teaching me without putting pressure on how to live in a more centered reality in the same ways that you have been able to do for yourself. I am excited to discover the nature of dreams that I might be able to help you with. I will do whatever I can in order to be your biggest cheerleader and to give you sound advice so that you are able to fine-tune and perfect the things that matter most to you. Thank you for being my best friend in these times where friends often have ulterior motives. Thank you for being the most honest person and the one that has shown me the most beautiful face of love from anyone I have ever met. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your twin flame wants you to know. Okay, and we have, I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. I miss being intimate with you. No one can change my love for you. I've been hurting without you. You have no idea. This whole twin flame stuff scares me sometimes. I do want us to be in a relationship. I have an offer for you. I've thought about surprising you with a date. I'm not used to a connection like this, so I run. And I have a gift for you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out. We've got T, G, W, B, G, V, Y, O, Z, B, D, A, F, P, I, and N. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link to my Etsy shop below. I hope to see you again in another video. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Amethyst heart. I'm going to start with some tarot channeling in the first person tense, and then I'll follow that up with some standalone message cards and close the reading out with some initials. Queen of Cups, Temperance, Nine of Wands, the Chariot, Four of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, the Emperor, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Swords. I've been thinking a lot about the night that we met, and I am filled with an overwhelming amount of nostalgia that pulls me back to that moment, and I keep asking myself the question, did I really know that you were the one for me right at that first moment? Love at first sight feels like the only way to describe this connection, which has taken a strange and winding road in order to come to this place of certainty. I know that we have had our times where there has been nothing but coldness and misunderstandings between us, and times where it feels like we didn't require words at all in order to seamlessly understand one another and be totally aligned along that frequency of love and all of its dimensions and plateaus. You are the only person who I could envision letting so totally into my world that every secret I hold within would be exposed, and I would gladly place my trust and my life totally over to you and in your hands. I know that my heart is in safekeeping when it is with you, and I'm sorry for the times where I struggle to be fully present within the nature of where we are on this long journey with one another. I regret many of the choices that I made in the past for taking an overly logical approach to matters that were always so clear to my soul and spirit as far as you are concerned. There were always signs that led me right up to that moment when we first met, in fact, and it gives me great pleasure to sit back and think about all our memories with one another and connect all those little dots that make up the perfect picture of something that is an out of the ordinary love story, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I look around at the relationships of people who are claiming that they are truly happy with individuals, and I see where many of them have settled. It feels as if the challenges that we face together and separately are preparing us both for the moment when there is no more distance between us and no more obstacles, because it will not just be a homecoming between the two of us, but it will be something that we have each earned by facing our own shadows totally and fully and choosing ourselves again and again at the end of the day. You are someone who has rewritten the laws of physics as far as what has compelled my heart to take action in certain directions versus stay still and wait for better timing. I try to model my life in many ways after the example that you have set for me, through your bravery and your willingness to let go of the past and choose to live fully in this moment with optimism rather than pessimism in the face of storms and challenges, that beyond all of that the sun will shine again and you will be in better company and better circumstances. I am always close beside you, even when it feels like I am distracted and busy with other things in my reality. My thoughts drift back to you in ways that I can't help or control. There were times in the past where I fought this, where I thought that it meant something negative, but I see that this only means that you are my missing piece. You are the other half of me, and so it is only natural for me in times where I am stressed or at rest to want to gravitate back towards you, because you are the definition of home in a healthy and positive way. I want you to get to know me beyond the masks that I present for the world's sake. I know you are someone that will understand all of the paradoxes inside of me, and that behind the mask of stoicism that you are forced to wear at times, that there is an intricate world within that only one special person will gain access to. I am confident that although there might be other competition in your life at this moment, that I am the right person for that job. It feels as if I am the heart that you hold the key to, and vice versa. It feels that there are parts of me that are totally locked away, that only seem to melt and relax in your presence. And so this lets me know that you are good for my health and in alignment with my highest good. I am ending certain cycles in my life that I know have been holding me back for quite some time, because I want to take steps forward with you in a conscious and responsible way, so that we are able to make the most of the time that we have with one another, so that we are able to make up for all the lost time when we were younger and foolish and distracted by so many other things. There is nobody else that has my attention at this moment, and I respect your freedom and your ability to sample and see what else is out there in the world. Though the idea that someone else might come along and sweep you off your feet pains me and frightens me at times, there is also a little voice of certainty inside, maybe it is an angel, that lets me know that in the end it'll be you and me. Thank you for being someone who has redefined so many of the things that I had put focus and priority upon. I see them as frivolous now, and I am trying to make better decisions for myself as far as what I invite into my reality, so that my life as a whole can be a beautiful space where true love can really blossom. You are someone that gets my heart racing. You are someone that activates parts of me that I didn't even know existed. Every part of me is deeply attracted to you, and I marvel at the ways in which you continue to ripen into a more beautiful version of yourself as time goes on. You are somebody who deserves to be given kindness and tenderness after everything that you have been put through in life and in love. And I regret the times where I simply thought that you were strong and could take care of yourself, when I see now that you needed me by your side, and that might have made the load that you were given to carry in this life a little easier to bear. I will do what I can in order to erase the mistakes that have taken place in this connection up to this point in time. I will do what I can in order for you to understand through my demonstrations, my words, and my consistency from this point on, that although at times I may be pulled in opposite directions, where I am forced to deal with certain peculiar things in my life that are not worth your consideration, or in some sort of way would bring stress and pressure to you, but that I will also return to you with an abundance of love to show and shower to make up for the times where you feel alone and lonely, as I am forced to take on a different sort of energy for a temporary period of time. I want you to know that I have closed my heart off to the idea of anyone else in this lifetime for me. It is you, and I am so certain of that. And so I will do what I can in order to be the best version of myself that I can be now and forever, so that the time that we do have with one another, those stolen moments just between us and leading to the path where it is you that I come home to at the end of the day, will always be something that will be a precious and cherished experience between us. I don't want to add to any heartbreak on your part. I want to help you to fix the woundedness within your heart from other people that were careless with the love that you had to offer. You are my treasure and the one that I set apart from all others. You are the person that I hold in the highest regard of all, because I see that you always lead with love, and you have taught me the ways in which to do this within myself as well. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your twin flame wants you to know. Okay, I have a gift for you. I've been astral projecting to you. I've looked into tarot readings. I really do miss you a lot. I do want to make things right with you. Give me that opportunity. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. I'm done running from this connection. Even though we're not together, I just can't see myself letting you go. I've thought about living together. And I reminisce a lot on the times spent with you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out. Got Y, B, M, R, K, V, N, B, L, F, I, V, and H. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link to my Etsy shop below. I hope to see you again in another video. Please take care and be well.